Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do something fun, so I decided to do a purple monochromatic makeup look. So I did a purple eye, purple lips, and a purple highlighter, and then I had like a lilac blush. Didn't really show up as lilac, but that's probably a good thing, then it might have been like an overload of lilac here, you know. But if you guys would like to see how I got this look, please keep watching. Guys, so look, I got new ears, yay! So to start off this look, we're using the Marc Jacobs Coconut Primer, and I'm just rubbing this in all over my face. And then I'm going to be going in with this NYX Soft Focus Blur Primer. I like to use this just in my T-zone. So as you can see, I just start patting it. I kind of pat and swipe at the same time, if that makes sense. And then I'm going to show you right here, like you can see how it blurred the pores on that side of my face. And I just really like this stuff. I think it might be a dupe for the YSL Blur Perfector Primer. Now I'm trying something new today, and this is the Peach Corrector from Becca, and I usually use pink, but I wanted to try orange because my under eye veins are really bad, and I feel like pink doesn't always cover them up. So I thought I would try the peach one, and then I realized I look crazy. So I'm not really sure if it did anything or not, but maybe. So for foundation, I'm going to be using the Marc Jacobs ReMARCable Full Coverage Foundation. This is extremely full coverage, but I do really like it. But then I also think it broke me out a little bit. As you can see, I have a lot of pimples right now. So I'm just blending that in first with the Sigma F80 Kabuki Flat Top Brush. Now I'm going in with this sponge that came in my Ipsy bag, and it's actually pretty good. I kind of like it. So I just like to go over full coverage foundations with a sponge to soak up the excess product, because I notice it will start to cake up on my face in a few hours, and that only happens when I use like full coverage foundation. But I have to today since I have so many pimples. I couldn't use a normal Lumi foundation. I had to use full coverage. Now for concealer, I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and I decided to use this because the foundation is so full coverage. I didn't feel like I needed a full coverage concealer, you know what I mean? So I'm just putting it in the usual places, and I'm blending it out with a Morphe buffing brush. Sure, yes. It's the one I always use in my videos to blend out my concealer. And then when I'm done doing my other eye here, I'm going to be I just had a brain fart. I'm going to be highlighting my chin, down my nose, and a little bit on the center of my forehead. Now to contour my nose, I'm using the Loreal contour stick. I'm calling it a contour stick. I don't know. I think it's a concealer stick, but it's in medium deep. And then I'm using this brush from this company called My Makeup Brush Set, and they sell dupes of the Artiste brushes. So I wanted to give this one a try because the entire set I think is like $30, and you know the entire set of Artiste brushes is like $400. But so far I really like it. So as you can see, it blends out really nicely. It did kind of steal a little bit of the product, but I can live with that. Now to set my under eye, I'm using the Mercier Secret Under Eye Brightening Powder. But first we have to get out the creases, so I'm just buffing those out real quick, and then I'm going to set those areas immediately. piece up the rest of my face, I'm taking this huge fluffy powder brush in the RCMA No Color powder, and I just take a tiny little bit on my hand, and then I just press it into the skin like where I would normally contour or put blush or any other kind of powder, just so it glides on better. Now I'm going to leave you guys to do my brows, but I wanted to show you I'm using the blonde brow powder, taupe, and soft brown for my eyebrows, and I'm using the Anastasia eyebrow brush as well. Eyebrows are on. Yay. Moving on to our eyes, we're using the Carli Bybel palette, and I'm going to start off by using the cream shade all the way in the corner right there, and we're going to be placing this all over the entire eye. For our transition color, we're going to be taking this color right here. It's kind of like a light taupey mauve shade, and I'm just going to be buffing this over the entire crease as you see here. And I think I dipped my brush into the color like 2 or 3 times because I wanted to build up the color some, so just keep that in mind. Now we're going in with the darker mauve shade. This is like my favorite shade in the whole palette, and I'm just blending that into the crease as well, and then I'm going to start pulling it down on my eyelid too. Then I decided to switch to a flat shader brush so that way I could get more product on my eyelid because I feel like the buffing brush just wasn't doing it for me. Now to define the crease some more, we're taking the darkest purpley mauve shade in the palette, and we're taking a pencil brush, and I'm literally just placing that directly into my crease, and I'm blending it as I go. And then with no additional product, I just went back to the blending brush, and I'm just blending that all together. I wanted to deepen up the crease some more, so I'm taking the same purple shade and I just switched brushes because I didn't feel like the pencil brush was giving me the intensity that I wanted. So now I'm just building up that crease some more. Now I'm mixing our transition shade with the light mauve shade, and I'm mixing them together. Did I just say that? I don't know. But I'm buffing that into like literally the entire crease and above the crease with the blending brush because I wanted it to be darker. Now I'm taking the purple shade again, the dark purple one, and I'm taking a angled flat shader brush, and I'm literally just placing it where I would typically put eyeliner, and then we're going to go in and we're going to buff it with the light mauve shade, and then our transition shade, we're just going to buff underneath there until you get it as dark as you would like. To deepen up the outer V on my lower lash line, and then I drag it into the upper, as you can see right here. I just want to deepen that outer V a little bit more. Then I went back in with the cream shade, and I'm just buffing around the edges so that way everything is blended nicely. starting on the face, well, going back to the face, we're taking Anastasia Contour Kit, and I'm using the shade Fawn. And then I'm using this angled contour brush that came in a Tarte brush set last year that I got, and I actually really like it. It's, like I said, it's angled, so it kind of helps buff up and down, if that makes sense.
Invincible.
Moving on to bronzer, I'm taking this Kiko bronzer, and I think it's just in the shade 100. I have a love-hate relationship with this bronzer because it is a straight camel color. So sometimes I like it and sometimes I don't, but today I did, so that's all that matters, right? And I'm just buffing the bronzer on my cheeks and my forehead, my chin, my jaw, all the usual places.
Here we go.
Now I'm using Wet n Wild Ombre Blush, and this is in the color In a Purple Haze. You know, since this is a monochromatic look, I decided, hey, let's bust out this lilac blush. And it's actually really pretty. It didn't pull as lilac as I thought it would look, how it looks in the pan. It's actually really pretty, and I think I could possibly wear it with any makeup look. As you can see, it's like not overbearing, and I think it looks awesome with my skin tone. To give ourselves a base for the highlighter, I decided to use Colourpop's Hippo Cream Highlight, so that way our powder highlighter would be more intense. And I'm just placing this on the very top of my cheekbones. Now I'm going to curl my lashes and use some mascara, and then for lashes, I'm using these Red Cherry Lashes and House of Lashes Lash Glue. And I'm back. So for my nose highlight, I took the second shimmer shade in the Carli Bybel palette, and I'm just placing like an exclamation point on my nose, as you can see. And then I'm also going to be taking that exact same shade for my eyebrow highlight, my brow bone highlight, and my inner corners. Now for like the star of the show, well, I think so anyways, we're taking the Anastasia MoonChild Palette, and we're using the color Purple Horseshoe, and it is purple, let me tell you. So I put that on my cheekbones. I didn't highlight anywhere else on my face except for my cheekbones, because I figured if I put purple highlighter everywhere, it would be like too much, you know what I'm saying? So I decided that I would add a little bit of the Blue Ice shade, which is just like a silver pearly color, because I thought the purple was a little intense. So as you can see here, I'm pointing to it, and then I'm just putting a little bit of this on top. Moving on to lips, we're going to be lining our lips with MAC Stone Lip Liner. And then we're going to be taking Lorac's lipstick in the color Goddess. It is one of my favorite lip colors. It's just like a nice like purple mauve. It's not just your like typical mauve colors. You know what I'm saying? It's like it has a twist on it. I don't know. It's just really pretty and I really like it. Then for like an ombre effect, I decided to take Kat Von D's Coven Lipstick, and it is just a straight lilac light purple color, and I'm just going to place this in the center of my bottom lip. And now that our makeup is complete, we're going to be setting it with Urban Decay's All Nighter Setting Spray. And I'm going to wave my hands in front of my face like I always do. And this look is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next videos. Bye!